Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Monday, April 5th, for Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, the Tonto Basin Ranger District has implemented a public safety closure order, and that's at Davis Wash. Forest officials say the purpose of the order is to protect National Forest visitor health and safety, as the restricted area is highly susceptible to flooding after the recent Woodbury fire in that area. Now, that order went into effect on April 1st, and they say it will remain in effect until March 31st, 2022, or until rescinded, whichever occurs first. Taking a look at other news from around us, some of our awesome friends of the Forest Volunteer Graffiti Crew were hard at it up on top of the rim this past week. Crew members spent a day removing and covering graffiti that had been sprayed all over the rocks at Grasshopper Point, and of course that's up on the Coconino National Forest, and they did that this last week. Hats off to these guys for all they do. A great job of cleaning up after some boneheads. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, has some really interesting weather headed our way. As a matter of fact, a passing dry trough is going to create the strongest winds of the week today and tomorrow. As such, a red flag warning and wind advisory are in effect this afternoon for parts of Coconino, Navajo, and Apache counties, along with much of the Navajo Nation. A complete look at your 7-day weather forecast for Rim Country is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News. Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hi, I'm Michael Dowling with the Old County Inn and Pinewood Tavern. So we've been using Terlucas and Brandt probably for the last 4 years. They've been really awesome to work with, Amy and Marguerite. They do everything now from pretty much all of our payroll needs, pay all of our taxes. They even help us on Fridays to pick up our checks, which is great since they're local. But I pretty much use them for everything. They've been awesome to work with, and they take off all the things I don't have to worry about as far as taxes go, so I can concentrate on my business. But as for now, they're pretty much doing all of my personal taxes, all of our payroll needs, all of our business taxes, and very affordable and just awesome to work with, and they're local. So we really appreciate them, and they've been a great partner with us so far.
Well, taking a look now at your Rim Country weather forecast, morning satellite shows areas of pressure across the Pacific Northwest. This feature will move south across the Great Basin and Utah today, passing primarily to our north. This will be a dry trough passage that will bring an increase in west and northeast west and northwest winds across the area. A wind advisory is in effect for portions of south central Coconino County and Navajo and Apache counties today, including Black Mesa and the Little Colorado River Valley. In those areas, gusts of 35 to 45 miles an hour will be possible this afternoon, with localized gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Most of that will be up along the I-40 corridor east of Flagstaff. The gusty winds, in addition to very dry conditions, will lead to periods of critical fire weather across much of Apache, Navajo County, as well as parts of southern Coconino County. Now, these areas will be in a red flag warning this afternoon and evening. Unseasonably warm temperatures, well, those are going to be possible again in the lower elevations today. It's going to get quite toasty out there. These temperatures can cause heat illness, so if you are heading outdoors today, be sure that you're prepared with plenty of water, loose clothing, and sunscreen. And if you're not accustomed to these temperatures, make sure that you consider your risk while doing any hiking out there. Now tomorrow, conditions are expected to remain pretty breezy. The strongest winds will be located in eastern Arizona near the New Mexico border as the trough deepens and moves across the northern plains. Temperatures will be cool, but it should remain around 5 to 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. Overnight lows will drop again with a very dry air mass in place with clear skies. Favored cold spots may bottom out in the teens for locations like Belmont, Window Rock, and the Grand Canyon's South Rim. For the rest of the week, though, looks like high pressure is going to build back in once again and dominate our weather picture with a warming trend and lighter winds expected all throughout this next week. Highs and lows around Rim Country today, well, with any luck, they should look something like this. Here in Payson today, well, the National Weather Service out of Flagstaff says we're forecast to hit a high of 79 for a high, and our winds are expected to be gusting close to 30 miles an hour here in Payson today. Our low tonight is expected to only be dropping to around 47 degrees, so fairly mild. Up on top of the Rim, they'll have those red flag warnings in effect today, and up at Forest Lakes, they're expecting a high today right around 69 degrees with a fairly mild low tonight of 39. Our neighbors up in the communities of Pine and Strawberry, well, you can expect a high today right around 72 degrees with tonight's low up there only dropping to near 41. Over in Young, they should see 79 for a high today with their low tonight only dropping to around 43. A little further south and further down in elevation, the folks down in the Tonto Basin, well, they're going to heat up to a high today of 91 degrees, and their low tonight will only drop down to around 56. And if you're heading all the way down to the valley today, well, our condolences. The folks at Sky Harbor International Airport, they're saying their forecast high today should be right around 96 degrees, so getting pretty darn close to the century mark down there in the valley. And their low tonight only dropping to a very mild 66 degrees. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Get out there and make it a great Monday.